It's not only the most wonderful time of the year, but also the busiest. And unfortunately, during the holidays, we tend to have even more criminals at work and more road accidents. In today's Jamaica Magazine, we look at safety measures being undertaken by our security forces. Welcome, I am Theodore. Also in the program, everybody's favorite topic, food. From a Christmas kiddies cook-off to Jamaicans sharing their favorite delights. Sounds fun, right? Stick around as we get things rolling.
You as parish managers, you as regional managers know your role to do your inventory now, to see what you have and to mobilize the country. Outreach with communities, outreach with civil societies, outreach with the churches. That is what we are going to do. We are going to call on every single Jamaican. Look around your house, search your environment. Find this mosquito.
Join the fight. Eliminate the Aedes aegypti mosquito. Stop the spread of dengue and chikungunya. And keep Jamaica Zika free.
Good day, I'm Andrea Chizom and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, December 15. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has pledged to improve the conditions of children and young people in correctional institutions. She was speaking at the official opening of the Armadale Skills Training Center in St. Anne.
The government has put in place improved health provisions, intervention programs, better staffing, and emergency management and response systems. We have employed specialist teachers for a number of academic subject areas in our juvenile institutions. We have gone the extra mile to recruit additional teachers under the GEEP program.
125 recruits from Armadale, Alexandria, Bethany, and the surrounding communities in St. Anne will use the center to benefit from programs offered by the Heart Trust NTA. These include air conditioning and refrigeration, general construction, carpentry, and furniture making. With the winter tourist season officially beginning today, Tourism Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil says brand Jamaica has grown. He says over the last 6 decades, the tourism sector has transformed from a seasonal economic activity to a year-round industry. The tourism minister adds that Jamaica's ability to welcome over 3 million visitors annually is due to the work of a particular organization.
We're paying tribute to the tremendous role that the Jamaica Tourist Board is playing as an institution in the development of tourism in Jamaica.
Dr. McNeil was speaking at the Jamaica Tourist Board's 60th anniversary luncheon, where the pioneers of the industry were honored. Taxi operators are being urged to become compliant with the new color coding policies implemented by the Transport Authority. Under the new policy, route taxis should have a globe clearly marked taxi affixed to the top of the vehicle, as well as a 4-inch black and white checkered strip running down the side of the vehicle. Similarly, Hackney carriages should have the globe and a black and yellow strip affixed to the vehicle.
Now, these standards are now part of our regulations. They are gazetted. Our priority is safety and security of our commuters and all road users.
The managing director of the Transport Authority adds that during the February to March 2016 period, the regulator will only issue or renew the licenses of taxi operators who meet the requirements. Operators are reminded to meet the March 31 deadline, as there will be no grace period or extension. Mr. Foster said the new measures will help the authority to better monitor public transportation, improve order, and assist commuters in identifying legal taxi operators. He was addressing a recent JIS think tank. Mayday High in Manchester has received a $4.5 million multipurpose court from the Sports Development Foundation. It's in keeping with government's pledge to improve sporting infrastructure across the island.
We are expecting that out of these sporting facilities which are being developed across Jamaica, that our young people will recognize that sports brings people together. It allows for us to interact with each other, how to share with each other, how to live with each other, how to play a team sport and not only to be dependent on self.
The Bellevue Hospital in St. Andrew and the Port Antonio Infirmary in Portland have received $3,000 to improve their operations. The checks were handed over recently by Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Senator A.J. Nicholson. The money was donated through the Jamaican Embassy in Washington and represents funds collected during its Independence Church service in August. Approximately 62 residents receive care through the Port Antonio Infirmary, and the Bellevue Hospital caters to about 800 patients. And finally, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller has paid tribute to trade unionist Lord Goodley, who passed away on Monday. Mr. Goodley was a former president of the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions and former general secretary of the National Workers' Union. In a statement, the Prime Minister said Jamaica had lost a brilliant nation builder and a passionate advocate for workers' rights. As head of the Labour Market Reform Commission, the Prime Minister said Mr. Goodley was an integral part of Jamaica's initiative to transform labour productivity and generate economic growth and development. Condolences have also been extended to his wife Yvette, daughter Elizabeth, and other members of his family. And that's it for GIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.
Hello? What is that? Me a come, hold on, me a come.
There is no excuse for speeding. In 2014, 330 persons died in road accidents. 65 persons were motorcyclists. So stop speeding. Motorcyclists and pillion passengers, wear your helmet, ride carefully, and kill your speed before it kills you. Remember, road safety begins with you.
Have you ever been pickpocketed during the holidays? If you're among the victims, we're sorry you had to experience that ordeal, but rest assured that our security forces have further ramped up their security measures to protect you during the season, so you can keep on being merry.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be glad.
It's the season of giving, the time for sharing and caring, one dubbed the most wonderful time of the year.
But there are others whose sole purpose is to create mischief and mayhem,
leading to chaos and unpleasant memories. But
we want to keep the merry in Christmas.
And for that reason, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is pulling out all the stops to keep Jamaica and the Jamaicans safe. For this Yuletide season, the police have increased their law enforcement and surveillance activities, deploying an additional 700 police officers across the island.
These additional police officers will be drawn from offices, desk duties, and from the National Police College of Jamaica. In addition, we will continue to rely on the full support from our counterparts in the Jamaica Defense Force.
These law enforcers will be carrying out a number of activities, including crime prevention, public safety, vendor control, and traffic control. Speaking of traffic, the police will be closely monitoring motorists to ensure they obey all the rules of the road.
It is not to scare anyone. We really want for you to have fun and enjoy the festivities with your families and friends. But we want for you to remain conscious as you utilize our roadways from the perspective of safety.
If you are stopped and record a breathalyzer test reading higher than 35 micrograms for every 1,000 milliliters of breath,
then the individual will be taken to the police station where we have the Intoxilizer 8000 machine. The person will go through a certain processing and a printed document is generated from that machine for evidential purposes.
Other road safety tips: wear seat belts and protective helmets. Use a car seat for children. overtake only if it is safe to do so, and obey all road traffic signs and the posted speed limits.
When you are speeding excessively, the same impact that the vehicle have is the similar impact the internal organs is going to have.
And for those taking public transportation,
illegal taxis doesn't carry any insurance that will protect you in case of an accident. So we encourage you, leave for your various destinations on time, take legitimate transportation so that in case of any eventualities, you know exactly who you can go to treat with compensation or otherwise.
All I really want for Christmas is to be a little bit more conscious. I don't really have to look expensive and dear.
during the Yuletide season, one also has to look out for thieves.
Don't leave valuable items on car seats, as they will provide an opportunity for persons to break into the car and steal these items. The trunk is a safer place. Travel around with credit and or debit cards rather than large amounts of cash on you.
Human traffickers.
We also wanted to pay attention to the recruitment of your siblings and your families into prostitution through means of offering employment as massage, masseuse, and then you're converted into prostitute.
Those wishing to defame or bully individuals via the internet and commit electronic fraud.
Websites that are unknown to you, you need to ensure that before you make that click, you satisfy yourself that you're familiar with where you're going or who you're communicating with. Don't allow yourself to be used as a go-through in terms of persons approaching and asking for you to open bank account to make available to them for use.
And use lengthy passwords, a mixture of characters, numerals, and letters for online banking transactions.
I wish for all mankind a warm Jamaican Christmas time.
During the Christmas season, we should also be wary of persons offering products that are too good to be true.
Scammers, tricksters tend to prey on the young, unsuspecting, the aged, the elderly, and even some of us who are not aware.
Walk in groups, avoid dark and unfamiliar areas. Ask your neighbor to watch your premises if you will leave home for an extended period of time. And to avoid stolen produce, buy meat from reputable places.
If your car is bumped into on the street, only stop if it is safe to do so. If it is not, try to get as much information on the car as possible and drive to the nearest police station or a safe place.
So the JCF is doing everything possible to keep Jamaica and Jamaicans safe during the holidays. Play your part in the process. Be vigilant. Be your brother's keeper. And make this Christmas season a merry one.
All I really want for Christmas is to be a little bit more conscious. I don't really have to look expensive and dear.
This is going to be a hairy Christmas. Breadfruit roasting on an open fire. Mongrel dogs nipping at your toes.
Them know us a gyride, they're on the way.
When Gungu cook and sorrel flow.
And all the chicken them, I try for spy. I see which one of them we going to fry.
And so we want to big up everyone, from kids from 1 to 92.
Test 1, 2, 3, cockroach kill ants and ants kill cockroach back.
What?
All right, let's go again.
Are you ready?
Okay, rolling.
I want to use this opportunity to say to everybody who will Why am I fluffing? Come, get it right. Come.
Hey, the people are ready. Come.
Somebody hug them too.
On behalf of the JS family and friends, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Rolling.
Drink up the sorry.
We hope this season will be filled with joy for you, your friends, and your family.
Everybody.
Well, this is part of how we do it before the actual production here at the GIS. I know many of us going to turn we hand and make fashion for this Christmas, but whatever that fashion is and how we decide to turn it, let us use the time to extend the love and joy and peace and the whole happy mood to someone else who is really in need of that kind of affection. On behalf of all of us here at the GIS, I want to say Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas, however you want to receive it.
Upon the way, with music rocking through the day.
My favorite food that I eat is rice and peas and chicken with vegetable on the side.
Rice and peas, baked chicken, curry goat, and sorrel drink.
Turkey with stuffing and rice and peas.
Rice and peas with oxtail.
Turkey? Eh? What's wrong with that?
Turkey, pigs in blankets, and lots of gravy.
When I'm in Jamaica, my favorite food is stew peas and rice.
For me, I like everything. I like ham, barbecue chicken, pork, everything. But my favorite is like ackee and saltfish, and I love sorrel with enough ginger.
Well, as you heard, Jamaicans clearly love their food. This Christmas, if you haven't done it, try to get the children involved in preparing at least one of the succulent Christmassy dishes that you know is a must-have. We actually tried our hand at it and made it fun. We engaged 2 children in a supervised cooking challenge. Take a look.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Welcome to our Kiddies Cooking Challenge, a JIS Christmas special. Now you know food is a big component of the Christmas celebrations, and so we are finding ways to use everyday items around the kitchen to create a light Christmas meal that is scrumptious yet creative. With us today is Kaylin Murphy and Logan Samuels, who will be ably guided by Ms. Patrice Campbell, Culinary Arts Specialist at the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, and Mr. Stephen Hamilton, CEO of SK Catering. Let's meet the chefs. Here are the instructions. It's a cooking challenge, right? So you're going to use the ingredients that we provide, and you're going to come up with a meal that is tasty and delicious, right? You have 1 hour. And with that, our young chefs got to cooking. How will they prepare something interesting and tasty from the simple items we have given them? Major ingredients on the list: macaroni, flour, seasoned chicken, bread, vegetables, spices, and of course, since it's Christmas, we cannot leave out the sorrel. What is it that you're planning on preparing today?
Well, I am planning on preparing a chicken pasta salad sort of dish.
Okay. So, is it something that you've tried before?
No, not really.
No? Okay. And how do you plan? Do you plan on incorporating the sorrel in that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we're gonna see how we incorporate sorrel, which is a popular Christmas beverage, into the meal. Good job, Kaylin. Logan, what are you doing? Stuffed chicken breast? Wow. So what are you gonna stuff the chicken breast with? Oh, these ingredients here? Okay. Good job, Logan. Good job.
Breadfruit roasting on the open fire, cornmeal porridge on the stove. Invite your children to my home. Merry Christmas to you.
You know how to put the things in?
Yes.
You know how to put the things in?
Don't stay too far, don't be afraid. Hold it low. How many minutes? Remember?
9 to 10.
Stop.
Okay, alright. Already?
So we're trying to get some.
Notice how Kaylin and Patrice are reducing the sorrel to use as a sauce? Stephen has also used it in the macaroni to change the color of the dish. That's just one smart way to use sorrel, and the rich red flavor fits perfectly with the festive season. While they're at it, how about a little history on this favorite Jamaican Christmas beverage? According to the National Library of Jamaica, sorrel may have come to Jamaica from Africa. References to a Jamaican sorrel go back to the 1700s. The plant is an annual shrub. It's normally planted in August and reaches maturity in December. After flowering, the sorrel petals fall off, leaving the fruit. These get big and turn crimson red as they mature. Jamaican scientists have now found a way to harvest the sorrel plant all year, and it's even commercialized with several popular sorrel beverages on the market and exporting to other countries. Here's one yummy recipe you can try making with your kids, coming from our GIS publication, Our Culinary Heritage. The method is simple. Wash the sorrel thoroughly, then put it in a container. Scrape and wash your ginger, then grate or beat it. Add the ginger to the sorrel and pimento grains. Bring some water to a boil and pour it over the sorrel. Allow that to stand for 4 to 6 hours. Strain, sweeten to taste, then serve on cracked ice. That's one refreshing beverage the kids and the whole family will certainly enjoy. Speaking of kids, what are they up to?
Take your time for that. All right, and
Chefs, you have 10 minutes to go, 10 minutes. So whatever you're doing, please hurry up and get it finished. Time sure flies when you're having fun. And they certainly did, as they whipped up their fancy meals. Okay, chefs, time is up. Forks down, hands up. Good job. Woo! This is wonderful, wonderful. High five. High five, Kaylin. Good job. So Kaylin, tell us about the dish that you have prepared for us today.
Okay, today I have a sorrel-based pasta with a onion bruschetta sourdough bread on the side. I used sorrel, pasta, chicken, bread, onions, tomatoes, carrots, green peppers, and lettuce.
Okay, I like that the pasta is al dente. The flavors are mild, but they're very, very nice. It complements the chicken that you have there. So I'm very happy with the presentation as well. And I like that you use our own sorrel, which is very Jamaican. And the bruschettas are very nice. The onion gives a nice sweet flavor on the top.
wow, that's all I can say. Right? The hard-dough bread, the onion into it, the flavors of our natural seasoning, and the garnish on top. The flavors like an explosion in my mouth. I can't say any further. Congrats.
Next up is Logan, who was a bit shy at first. Eventually, she relaxed for our cameras. Stephen, you and Logan prepared a tasty meal. It looks very attractive. Tell us about it.
Logan and I paired. We did a tomato, carrot, pan-seared chicken breast, right? Floated on top of a deep-fried sorrel pasta, right? Served with a purity type of a sandwich.
So what were the main ingredients in Logan's meal?
Chicken
And the flavor of the sorrel, the flavor of the pasta, that wow factor they bring to this plate, and I thank you.
I like that, and I agree with Stephen. I like the textures that are there, and I like how she used the chicken in 2 ways. I like how she pan-seared one and she sauteed the other, and how she made the creation on the plate, the presentation was really good, and the flavors on the chicken, that sour glaze on top of the chicken was very, very nice, Logan. Congrats. You're welcome.
For you at home, you too can create amazing dishes like these this Christmas, making use of what you have.
Well, Jamaica, here again, buy Jamaica, eat Jamaica. Why not think of out of the box?
I know we have a lot of things at home that we wonder how we use it, or so you can always go online. It's always good to try the local produces that we have in various ways. It's always good to be creative and to get the vegetables in for the children. We have fun, creative ways to do that. You don't have to go all expensive. You can use the same chicken and fish that you would use every day and use them in more creative and fantastic ways.
For participating and being successful in this challenge, our young chefs were awarded a gift basket and a copy of the JIS Culinary Heritage publication. Copies were also given to our experts who shared in this fun experience with us. Now you see, you can economize this Christmas using everyday items in your kitchen to create meals that are scrumptious, delicious, and still creative, as our young chefs Kaylin and Logan demonstrated today with the help of Stephen Hamilton from SK Catering and Miss Patrice Campbell from the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission. This Christmas, make it a special one and a tasty one for you and your family. That's it for JIS Kiddies Cooking Challenge. I'm Tamara.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time.
On that cheerful note is how we close the pages of today's magazine. I'm happy you could have joined us. To catch a repeat of today's program, visit our YouTube channel at WatchJIS or through our website jis.gov.jm. For comments or feedback, email us jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm or share your views on our social media pages. This has been Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep safe.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.